Hello. I think I'm basically because it's about 9 degrees hotter in Hades out there. Today I'm going to make a video and kind of share with you other things to do when trying to make a homestead or at least live a sustainable life to the best of your ability. So along with being prepared, especially with all the things in light of the world today, which we do, we also try to eat healthier, but you know, that doesn't mean be a dang rabbit or whatever and sit around and chow whatever. So today I'm going to share you some of our finds. Now, it was about an 85-mile road trip from where I live, but aside of the money saved on it, I find hard to find items, and it's well worth it, and just to get away for a while and that. So we made our second trip up to the Amish community, which is located in Partyville. It's in lower south corner of southeast corner of Green Lake County, Fond du Lac, in the middle of the state. And we found a whole bunch of stuff. I dropped about $250, and it's not that we bought so much, but we stocked up on a lot of ingredients, and a lot of interesting finds. So first of all, what we did, and I'm going to show you what we bought, is this was about the only produce we bought, and it was garlic at $3.99 a pound. And wow, I mean, the size of it's huge. Probably about 1.5 inches or so less around than elephant garlic, if you know how big that is. So, very strong root system. And we plan to save some of that for canning, and about 7 or 8 good cloves will probably do it for almost all the garlic needs. The cloves are that big. The bulbs are that big and the cloves are that big. We could probably cut the cloves into 3 for canning. Next off, what I really got a kick out of is, you know, my family are all ice cream fiends, and yeah, myself not included. Yeah, it's okay. Ice cream sandwiches, I mean, for good quality ones, you're probably talking $4 or so for maybe a box of 6. But ice cream's pretty cheap, so we saw these last time. We did not get them, but I told my wife, I go, next time we're up there, we are getting them. And they sell us nothing but the chocolate wafers for ice cream sandwiches. So you figure about a $2 box of ice cream, you'll probably make about 30 or so sandwiches out of this. It was like $4.15. So instead of paying $4 a box, you're probably paying $6 a box to them, or $6 to make probably about a good 4 or 5 boxes worth. So we did pick up 2 of them. Next thing, and I went nuts because I almost missed this walking out. But I had to get some of the old jumbo Smarties that they used to sell when we were a kid. They're like 39 cents. I thought, you know, screw it, I'm buying the whole box because, you know, I will chow them at work. But I bought 9 packs each of these next 2 things, because these are even way before my time. And once in a rare while, when I was a kid, and I'm going back, if for those in Green Bay, who know, like our shop going Sherway used to be connected. He actually had a normal size candy for 10 cents or like 12 for $1 or whatever they were. However, I actually found, now this is ancient history here, but who made these? The Beecham Company or something. The old, look at that, blackjack gum. This I was looking for a long time, and they sell it on eBay once in a while. It's expensive as heck, so we had that. So I got 9 packs of this, and like 8 or 9 packs of the clove gum too. They are dishes. They're very flavorful, and well, kids ain't gonna like them, so it's at least something I'm gonna be able to eat by myself and enjoy. So I'm gonna motor us over here in that and show you some of the prime ingredients we got as far as the Amish go. So I'm gonna have to sit down here a little bit and hopefully get a decent picture. So if you can bear in mind with me adjusting, I will go right here. Now, most of the stuff too, when you're trying to buy in bulk and save, is finding good quality powdered ingredients. And most of them actually go for about between 20 and 25 bucks a pound, or 60 bucks for a 5-pound bag online, if you can find them. I searched about 5 or 6 different areas online for a lot of our ingredients, and more often than not, I do not find them. So some of the first things we bought, this was $2.09 for 12 ounces. And it's a powdered sweet cream buttermilk. So perfectly powdered. You add this in with anything. We also got sour cream and onion powder. What's nice about this, you can take 3 tablespoons of this and 2 tablespoons, a little bit heaping of dehydrated milk. You know, the powdered milk. You mix that with 1 pound of pasta and a little butter, and I guarantee there will be no difference between that and a pretty good instant stroganoff dish. And you know, what does it cost them? Maybe $1 for about the equivalent of about 4 packs, like the North Swiss brand. Next one's a staple, and go anything from popcorn to dip or whatever. It makes an awesome macaroni and cheese too. It's for $3.09 for 9 ounces of the cheddar cheese powder. This online averages about 12 bucks a pound, or if you can find it, $40 for a 5-pound bag. So 10 of these, if you buy 10 of these, you're not only getting almost 6 pounds, it's still $10 cheaper than paying for a 5-pound bulk bag online. So again, a winner there. We found a few other things too that we did not try. They were all the powdered butter, which was really kind of stunk, because that's a very hard ingredient to find, and I'm going to have to get these transferred on my... And in case you're wondering, you know, too, we use the half-gallon ball jars right here for what we store and everything. Number one, it's a lot healthier than plastic. Number two, it keeps it a lot longer. So that's our thing. It's highly recommended. Get them on sale, usually about $8 for a half dozen of them. And the next thing we got was, and this is going to be just add some onions and some cheese. It's 2 tablespoons mixed in 2 cups of hot water and simmer for 5 minutes. And this is neat. French onion soup base. But you got almost pretty much an instant meal. You know, you could probably add maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon to 1 pack of ramen noodles and have an instant lunch right there. At $3.75, and it says right there, this is 12 ounces. And 2 tablespoons. You're probably looking at about 15 servings in here. So when you're going by paying 89 cents for Campbell's soup mix, you know, for French onion, which is basically just heavy broth for the most part. You know, you're talking $12 a case versus $3.75 for this. It's lighter. You're not taking up shelf space, and you know, that's a bonus right there. These were the big Smarties in that I got over here. Right there. You do not see them every day. But these are awesome. I like Smarties. I always have. But yeah, I don't feel like opening 50,000 packets of little dingleberries to sit there and munch on. So, next thing, and our favorite, whoa, that's not it. That's a different one. I'll get to it in a minute anyway. The 5 pounds of blueberry muffin mix. So that was $5.95. It's basically the same thing as the Sara Lee brand. Difference is well, okay, your Sara Lee, you're talking about $1.50 for a 6 ounce, 6 to 8 ounce one. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt, 8 ounces. So you're paying $1.50 for 8 ounces. So it'd be so $3 for $3 for 1 pound. So you'd be paying $15 and have a bunch of little bags over, rather than put this in and take out the directions right there. And for $5.95, you have the equivalent paying for $15 right there. So that's quite the savings right there. Hey, I'm sitting down in the middle of our living room because there's nowhere else really to go right now. So you have to bear in mind a minute. Next on our agenda, a blast from the past. And my other daughter photobombing there. Another blast from the past. This, a big thing of what the astronauts drink, Tang. I got my kids hooked on this. They love it. It's great right there because I do not drink a lot of milk. Doesn't have the best effect on my system anymore, so I try to avoid it if I can. But this right here, $4.85 for 5 pounds of buttermilk pancake mix. One of the best places out there for pancakes is and has been IHOP. A high quality pancake mix in the store for what a pound? One's what, $4? And this thing right here, we'll probably get about, I would say close to 100 pancakes out of this bag. Probably about 5 to 7 inches around, and they will fluff up and they taste better. I am not kidding you. Better than what IHOP has. So I'm paying about $20. You're paying for the same amount in boxes. It's $4.85 right here. And one of the final things I like to stock up on is powdered milk. Instant dry milk. Goes $6.98 for 2 pounds, so $3.50 a pound. And this usually runs about $9 a pound, or about $4.50 to $6 a pound in the store. So about $9 to $12 for the same amount in there. So it's still a substantial amount of savings. So that's about all from the Amish we got. For food wise, now as far as healthier cooking, we got rid of a lot of our aluminum a while back and went to a lot of copper. We do have some cast iron downstairs. We rarely use them. We will use stainless steel in that too as well. It's about the healthiest, and most of our canners are in there anyway. So they have at that shop, it's called I believe Mishler's in the town of Dalton. It's right out of Kingston. It's right close to, almost right next to Partyville. So you look it up in there. There's other shops too. There's Great Greenhouse and everything. That's another time for next time when we go up there next year for plants, because what they do right now, it's way cheaper than anything. And I'll tell you what, I got 5-foot cherry tomato plants right out my patio door right now that last year were about 3 feet from around here, and I got it about half the cost, plus buy one get one free. So to me, there's no contest. I mean, especially when you're talking maybe $6 to $7 or 6 to 7 gallons of gas. you're spending 20 bucks on gas to get there and back. Okay, that's fine. Well, this for what we spent right here. If I would have had to buy this, it would have probably been about, if I had to estimate right off the top of my head, probably about $300 or $400 savings. And they're not cheap ingredients; they're high quality ingredients and so forth. They even have up to 50-pound bags of anything from flour to powdered milk to wheat, whatever. And they have more kind. If you are serious into baking or cooking from scratch, you will be in heaven when you get to this place. So, take that for what it's worth. Also, the one thing I'm getting back to cookware, we had, and stainless steel, by the way, is not cheap. Good quality stainless steel, and you're talking about 10, 12 bucks a bowl. These, we got two of these size, if you can see right there, very nice deep ones, $2.95 a piece. The next one up was $3.49. This is where it gets expensive in the stores now, right here. This is probably a good $20 bowl, $4.09. Steel brand. Let's see, Admiral Craft Equipment Corporation, Nicksville, New York. So. Well, I'm not gonna lie. It says made in India, but I'll tell you what. I suppose it passes for new. It's from an American company, so take that for what it's worth. I'm all for buying American, but you're not going to be 100% for a long, long time, he thinks. And the last one, this is probably about a $25 piece, $6. Yeah, for right here. You're talking about, let's see, so what do we got? 10 for the 5 bowls, in the store, from the Amish, it was about 20 bucks for all of them. If I would have bought them at even Walmart or whatever, if you could find something like that of that quality, you would probably, excuse me, you would probably be paying close to $100 for that. So, I mean, that's a lot of savings. Just going up here, just to get these bowls right here, you save $60 after you figure in your gas. But so, I mean, that's another deal as well. A few weeks back, too, we went to Green Bay. And, I'm not so much of a baby, so to speak, over basically, being against the Asians. I go, for one thing, most Asians I've ever met are probably more civil than the rest of the people out there. So I will go there any day. Aside of being treated with respect and decency, which is pretty rare anyway out there, we usually make it a point to go into them and see what else we can get, because again, they are higher quality. A lot of them are handmade, and a lot of the stuff in there you do not find. Their ramen is real ramen, not the styrofoam peanuts you get basically from Top or Maruchan or whatever the heck it's called. But one thing I did get that was a deal, and these were again, people in Green Bay. This is right off Pine Street, the Asian grocery store. And they got a restaurant in there too, by the way, which is awesome cooking too. So, and that is probably right on Pine Street, right across from the public library, the main one. And the other two, if you go down to Bodard Street, which is right at the corner going towards University, the first corner from there, take a right, there's two more smaller ones. But right here, $1.89, and two of these fed my family. They're Gangnam's noodles. They're a real different consistency. They're like an egg noodle, but thicker. And these were awesome. We made a stir fry with them. So again, very high quality ingredients, good deal and everything. And You know, hey, you can't beat it for the price. Other things we got, there was sweet potato vermicelli. We haven't had this yet, but we will be. And finally, the big thing with a lot of the Asian stores, dehydrated mushrooms they want a fortune for. I don't care where they are. And you need to fill up for sliced mushrooms, to fill up a jar dehydrated yourself fresh, you're gonna probably put about 4 or 5 pounds in there. These were $3 or $2.29 for a bag of shiitake dehydrated mushrooms. And them, honestly, throw them in boiling water while you're cooking, come right back to life. So, you know, there's a little bonus thing right there. You know, you may want to check out when you're well, whether you're in any city. Actually, I'm sure there's a lot of ones. You know, if you go to Milwaukee, anyone who views this video, if you really want to go to some of them, I can send you in the right directions for a lot of them. In other places, Sheboygan, I know an awesome Hmong place down there called Union Market, and I do not care. I will testify they are the best egg rolls you will ever have, made fresh by a little old lady, and like $11 for 12 of them, or a dozen. Now, these egg rolls are about 5 to 6 inches long and about 1.5 inches in diameter, and they are that good. It's probably the first egg roll I could eat without dipping in any sauce. But you can find deals there. So that if you're in there, and a friend of mine said one time she knew of a couple other ones. She sent me the link, but I never got around to viewing them. Number one. Number two, I haven't been to Sheboygan since then, so yeah, I kind of put that on the back burner for a while. So as far as that, that's something to look for. But yes, there are a lot of Amish communities around here in the state. It's really an awesome time to go there and check it out. And like I said, if you're like us trying to sit there and eat healthier and better, and have general well-being and to save money, you can check them out. They're you know, it's well worth the trip. And at the very least, you, after seeing how the world is and how people are these days, the fact you can walk in to an area with barely anybody wearing a mask, giving you a dirty look, and people are all civil beyond belief. That right there should be worth it to even, you know, that's like a mini vacation versus going into the store these days and, you know, if you know, pardon my language, fart in the wrong direction and that, you know, they're pointing your fingers like you're a witch. So, you know, like in the 16th century. So, I mean, realistically, yeah, it is well worth it. So, that's about it for this little bonus video. I will touch a little bit further when we, hopefully by Sunday, we'll have a lot more stuff to do, maybe Saturday and that, because we're having a few things come up faster than we wanted in the garden, which is a good thing, but we're going to have to sort of kind of brag about that too, so that's okay though. So we will go a little bit more in depth and back to the garden and all that and show you a little bit more description of the chicken yard. Like I said, it was completed. You know, it's big enough where the kids can walk around and 3-4 people can walk around with the chickens in the grass, so you know, limited amount of landmines out there, I guess. You don't have to worry stepping on and that. It gives them a little more space, especially with these hot temps. For those of you who've never raised chickens or never been around them, this is why you people who choose to make this commitment are, I don't want to say fanatical about it, But if you would not starve a dog, or you would not starve your child, or want them to go thirsty or in hot weather and collapse from dehydration, it's about twice as much with chickens. Literally in once it's about 80 and the humidity is up there, it will end up going to every 2 hours. You will be refilling the water. So I mean, at least with the shade, they can be a little bit more active. And just like people too, after a while, you get sick of people around you harping on you, sitting there complaining, and you start pecking at them. Yeah, well, it's just as entertaining or irritating for the chicken, depending on your point of view. So, I mean, keeping them comfortable is just as important. In this way, there's probably about an hour and a half tops in the morning, and maybe an hour before sunset, where there is no shaded area in there. And by then, there's still quite a shaded area in their original run. So they're pretty much safe. And what we did is we had a lot. We made it out of things we had around here, and it looks like it's jury rigged together. And I'm not going to shit you, it is. But if all I gotta do is replace a package of cable ties, and I can make a totally other project about it versus paying $70 for a roll of fencing, so be it. So, I hope you all have a good day, and try to stay cool, and behave or don't get caught. And we will see you next time.